What's up, you guys? I hope you guys are staying safe, staying home as you should be, you know, keeping your social distancing game on point. Today I got a pretty sweet, and I guess you could say sour, sneaker review for you guys. Well, not literally sour, because even though I bought this shoe used off of eBay, it would kind of be pretty gross if there was anything sour about it. Anyway, sorry if that little tangent I had turned you away from this review instantly. I promise you guys it's a really awesome sneaker. So before I gross you guys out any further, let's jump right into my review, my first impressions, and my honest opinions on the Under Armour Curry 7's Sour Patch Kids collaboration. So my younger brother Adrian was the one who actually introduced me to this collaboration. Honestly, both of us aren't big fans of basketball. I watch it sometimes, if not rarely, and Adrian doesn't watch it at all. But what drew us both to copying the shoe is that we both love candy. I'm a big gummies guy, Adrian loves sour candy, so the Sour Patch Kids were the perfect combination for us. Plus, I'm a sneakerhead, Adrian's just starting to get into the sneaker game. We both wear the same size shoe, even though he's 12 years younger than me. He's a pretty big boy. So it wasn't hard for both of us to decide that we really wanted this shoe, despite the fact that this is our first Under Armour Steph Curry basketball shoe in our collection. So jumping right into the review, this shoe has all the same materials as a standard Under Armour Curry 7, except of course for the special details only found in the Sour Patch Kids collaboration. The whole upper can be seen in this plasma peach colorway, which by the way was mine and Adrian's favorite of the two, the other being the limelight phosphor green colorway. That said, upper has different layers of synthetic leathers, mesh, and TPU skins, reinforced in specific areas for the best possible comfort, mobility, and stability. The tongue is slightly padded and actually has an internal counter lining, which gives this shoe this sort of slip-on function, while adding better stability on top of the lockdown you would get when tying down the laces. You've got a combination of Under Armour's patent hover and micro G technology in the midsole, which is strong, light, more responsive, provides better impact control and energy return, on top of overall being a great cushioning system, which is very important in a high-performance sport such as basketball. You've got this flexible TPE plate going transversely down the midsole for added support and stability, and a rubber outsole that uses the herringbone traction pattern for maximum floor control and grip. Now, just to note, when I first got the shoe, I thought these two lines were made by the previous owner since I did buy it used. It looks like that herringbone pattern got indented here on the heel and the forefoot of the shoe, like he jumped on a weird railing or box or something that kind of indented into the shoe. But looking up on the website, all Curry 7s do come with those two lines pre-indented into the outsole. I don't know if it's supposed to be for aesthetic reasons or there's some kind of functionality behind it that'll help you in basketball, but just know it's there, I guess. Now finally, let's jump into the details that Sour Patch Kids added to the Under Armour Curry 7. First, the lace loops found on the top of the tongue on each shoe. You'll find a little embossed Under Armour logo on top. Then below that, you'll find the text sweet on the right shoe and sour on the left shoe. This of course denotes the flavor profiles of Sour Patch Kids. You'll also find Steph Curry's signature on the medial side of the right shoe's tongue. You've got the 3C's logo on the lateral heel of both shoes. The lime green Sour Patch Kids silhouette on the pull tabs of both heels. Lastly, and definitely my favorite detail, is the foam padded ankle collar and the insole being covered with Sour Patch Kids. The insoles of both shoes features the Sour Patch Kids logos as well. Now for the part of the video where I give my first impressions and my honest opinions on the shoe, as well as an on-foot experience because I was able to walk around in the shoe for a bit. First, let's talk about the things I dislike about the shoe, which is a really short list. Number one, and it's gonna be a shocker, is this specific colorway. Now before you call me a hypocrite, I did Google to double check myself, even though I know the flavors by heart, but in the original Sour Patch Kids lineup, there is no peach. You've got lime green, which is good for the other colorway, lime yellow, orange, no duh, red raspberry or red berry, and blue raspberry. And yes, again, before you call me out on it, I am aware that there is a peach flavor available, but they're not Sour Patch Kids. It's actually Sour Patch Peach. It wasn't even shaped like the original Sour Patch Kids. So is this really a Sour Patch Kids collaboration? Technically no. And I hate being that politically correct guy you always see on the internet. Oh, technically it's not real Sour Patch Kid because it's not in the shape of a kid and it's actually a peach and a peach is a butt. What the f? But I guess I just had to put this out there. And as I mentioned before, there is an original lime green colorway, and Adrian and I are actually planning on copying that colorway as well, so that we could both mismatch each shoe. But at the time, we could only afford to buy one pair, and me and Adrian aren't a big fan of green, so here we are today. But just to be clear, I don't hate this colorway. I'm just a big fan of the OG flavors. Like the blue and the red are my favorite flavors. And I feel like those would have been more game-changing than peach. The second and the last thing that I don't like about the shoe, I have to put an asterisk on it, is the quality of the materials used. Now, like I already mentioned, I bought this off of eBay. I bought it used, and it's partially my fault for not checking thoroughly enough, especially because I know the fact that eBay is really sketchy when it comes to the sneaker game. But when I finally got the shoe in hand, as you can see here, one of the lace loops on the side of the shoe actually ripped. Now, I don't know how it happened. I'm not gonna message the guy and complain and demand a refund or an explanation. My first thought was he used it to play basketball. He wanted a better lockdown, so he tied his shoelaces tight, and over time it just ended up ripping. But when I examined the outsole and everywhere else on the shoe, it doesn't show any wear and tear at all. And I've gone through different types of shoes such as the Flyknit Racers, Flyknit Free Runs, Adidas Ultra Boost, even Yeezys that have minimal reinforcement in their lace loops that I've constantly worn, and I've intentionally tied the shoelaces tight, but none of those said shoes have ever broken on me. At most they'd stretch, but they'd never rip like this. That's why I put an asterisk on this, because I'll never really know. But other than that one little detail, the whole shoe is actually in immaculate condition. Could it be something extreme that the previous owner had done? Could it be the actual quality of materials that Under Armour uses for this shoe? Could it have been a factory defect? And the list goes on and on. I don't think we'll ever know the real reason. I just wanted you guys to know and keep that in mind. Now for the things I love about the shoe, which totally outweigh the two things that I dislike about the shoe, this shoe is hella comfy. I love the snug fit thanks to that internal counter lining. It not only adds lockdown from a basketball standpoint, but if you loosen the laces like I did, it turns the shoe into a slip-on for easy access when you're using it for leisure or lifestyle wear. By the way, Adrian and I decided to go up half a size, so instead of a 12, we went for a 12.5. Being that this is a basketball shoe and usually basketball shoes run snug, I think it's actually safe to say that you can go true to size if you do love a snugger fit. But your safest bet would probably be to go to an Under Armour store, try on a Curry 7 in any colorway, and see what fits best for you. For someone like me who wears this shoe casually, I can go a whole day wearing this shoe without having to worry about any tightness or pain anywhere on my foot like I would with a Jordan 1 or an SB or a Dunk. It reminds me of the fit of a Nike Air Huarache Low, which is one of my favorite shoes, and the padding around the tongue and the ankle is a very big plus, because even though it has a high peak at the heel and it wraps around your ankle pretty close, the shoe locks down your foot really well that I don't end up scuffing the back of my foot on the heel like I would if the shoe was any looser. And that said, padding really does its job with the overall comfort of the shoe. Not only does the shoe feel great, it looks great as well. Aesthetically, it's bright, it's visually pleasing, it has a great pop of color, which is what I bet any basketball player would want when playing with these on court. The choice of how subtle the Sour Patch Kids details are on the shoe, perfect. I think it would have definitely been overkill if they did that same Sour Patch Kids pattern on the whole upper of the shoe. So great job to the design team on this one. So overall, even with the things I said I didn't like, I'm really happy to have this sneaker in my collection. Just in time for the summer too. Under Armour did a great job with their collaboration with the Sour Patch Kids, not only for the hyped up sneakerheads, but for the candy fanatics with a sweet tooth as well. Or sour tooth. Or both, like me. So that is it for my review of the Under Armour Curry 7 Sour Patch Kids collaboration. So what do you guys think about the shoe? Do you guys like it? Do you guys agree with what I said, where they should have used the OG flavors for the colorways? Let me know in the comments down below. I love conversing with you guys there. Follow me on Instagram at LBPeralta. I am a bit more personal there. I post my shoes there way earlier than I would here on YouTube. My travels, my family, my pets, and I post stories almost every day, so do give me a follow there if you're interested. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you guys want to see more content from me. I have a bunch of sneaker reviews there. I have a bunch of travel videos there. Challenge vlogs, personal vlogs, anything and everything in between will be on my channel. Given that we're all quarantined and locked down at home, I am going to be releasing a lot more videos, keeping myself busy, as should you, so we all don't go crazy. So if you have nothing better to do, check out my videos and subscribe to my channel. And that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys when I see you. Bye guys. That's